Hi everybody, this week we are making a glitter bowl. In your delivery you will receive some glue, a balloon, a brush, some paint and some glitter. You will need some water, a pot to mix your glue and water in, something to hold your balloon while you're working on it, and you'll need some paper. You can use newspaper. We've used a thin white paper here, so you can use anything like that. First thing we need to do is blow up our balloon. We don't want it full, we only want it halfway inflated. Bit like that, because it will mean that that's the size of your bowl. And then we're going to tie it into a little knot like that so that we have our balloon. So take your bowl and then we're going to sit it in there so it holds it so that we can work on it. We need another small bowl that we can now put our glue into. So then we add some glue to our pot. Best not to do all of it at the beginning because it's going to be in stages. So, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of water. We want it so that it's kind of a runny consistency, and we don't want it too thick. We want to water it down, not too runny, but we do want it to be a lot thinner than the consistency of the glue. So mix that all together. You can see it's becoming a lot thinner. There we are. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paint it. So if you take your balloon, you're going to put some glue onto the balloon. Do quite a little bit of an area. And then we're going to get our pieces of paper and we're going to lay it on. If I do a couple there, and then go over the top of it. So you're wetting the paper, and then when this dries, it will dry nice and hard for you to work with. So we don't want to cover the whole of the balloon, because otherwise the bowl will be really big. So I'm going to cover it just down to about halfway, but I'm going to put a whole layer just halfway of my balloon. So I've covered, as you can see, I've only done half. It doesn't have to be neat, because that's what's going to be the lovely bit about, the unique bit about your glitter bowls, is that it doesn't have to be a neat line. So I've done it halfway down to the balloon and I've covered it. So I'm going to let that dry now, and then I'm going to repeat that twice, because then once it's dried, it will be really nice hard bowl. So do it once, then let it dry a little bit, then do it again, let it dry, do it again, and then leave it overnight, and then it will be nice and hard for you to work with. So this has been left overnight and it's lovely and hard. So my balloon is actually starting to separate from it anyway. So we need to pop the balloon. You can either pop it or I just cut it slightly. And as it deflates, it literally comes away from the inside of the bowl. Now I've got my scissors, so any little bit sticking up I can just trim, just to make it a nice edge. And then we are going to paint it. Now you can paint the inside, the outside, you can paint it however you want actually. We've given you paint and glitter, but you can do what you want. You can stick bits on the side, you can decorate it however you choose. So I'm going to take my paint and I'm going to pour some of it. I'm just going to pour about half into my pot. Now I used the same pot that I used my glue for, I just washed it out, and then sprinkle half of my glitter, mix it together, and then I'm going to start decorating and painting the outside of my pot. And as it dries, it will then dry all glittery. You might need a couple of coats. This has actually gone on very well. But it's completely up to you. And there we are. So, there's my lovely sparkly glitter ball, and in different lights you can really see the glitter coming through. I haven't painted the inside, I'm going to leave that. And you can put anything in it. You can put your jewellery, you can put keys, things that go missing that you normally can't find, you can put them in. And we have an artificial plant here that this is going to fit in perfectly. Obviously we couldn't put a real one in because we'd have to water it. But how beautiful does that look? Have a lovely time making this and enjoy. Thank you.